Hello and welcome to the Girl That Went For It podcast. I'm your host, Johanna Scholz, also known as Johanna Lian on Instagram, and author of Believe in Life, How to Dance in the Rain. If you want to live your dream life and become the best version of yourself, then this podcast is for you. I hope that I can inspire and encourage you to never give up and to always believe in yourself. Feel free to follow me on Instagram, Johanna_Liana, for daily content. And now enjoy this episode. First episode of October. Woo! In New Zealand, we changed to daylight savings, and oh my gosh, it is so good. It's lighter for longer. Like daylight savings is, so we are now in the summertime. If you're from overseas, from Germany, you're probably going to change your time into winter time in, I think, end of October. I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, so we changed into daylight savings and it feels so good. But I gotta say that the first week it really was hard for me. Like getting up felt so hard because instead of getting up at 6:30, it was still 5:30. Does that make sense? Yeah. Anyway, I want to tell you a little story as well. So, the clock got changed, is that how you say it? Last weekend when I uploaded this episode 3 weekends ago. Anyway, and I decided to go to the gym on Sunday. So from the night, Saturday, Sunday, the time changed or the clock changed. And I decided, okay, I'm going to go to the gym at 8:30. So I'm going to put my alarm to 8. And then I will be at the gym at 8:30 or leave the house at 8:30 and get my workout done. Anyway, my alarm went off and I just felt so tired. But I put all my stuff out for the gym, like my outfit, put it on straight away. I knew if I hit the snooze button, I'm not going to get up. And then I had my coffee because I need coffee first and a snack because I need food before I work out. Like I need the energy. And then I'm in my car and I'm driving down like the highway to my gym. And then I look at the time in my car and it said instead of 8:30, it said 7:30. And then I realized that we changed the time and we lost an hour of sleep in the last night, and that's why I was so tired. Anyway, I went to the gym anyway because I was already in the car, so I might as well get my workout done, right? So yeah, but I was like, it makes so much sense that I felt so tired because I didn't have my 8 hours of sleep that I usually try to have. Honestly, sleep is everything, right? Like if I don't get my 8 hours of sleep, I can just feel it and I feel like a little grumpy bump. Also, it's hay fever season, like perfect timing, like summertime, spring. Hello, blocked nose and itchy eyes. Fun fact here as well, I never had hay fever problems in Germany, but since I moved to New Zealand, I struggle with hay fever and it also makes you feel so tired, I feel like, and like just exhausted, and my nose is itchy and I might sound a little bit different today, but that's okay. I'm going to get this episode done anyway because I want to talk about something really important. Like I always feel like what I talk about is important, but today I want to talk about or want to give you a little bit of a wake-up call because like not in a way of making you feel bad, but more like a little wake-up call that you might need because we have October, November and December left in 2023, and let's just check in with yourself, or let me ask you a few questions, how you feel about this year and how your life has changed in the last 10 months or not changed, and maybe it's time for change. Okay, let's do a little check-in. Grab your journal or just answer in your head and let me ask you a question. Or like a few questions actually. Let me ask you a few questions. So the first question is, are you closer to your goal? And the answer is either yes or no. Like there's no in between. Do you feel closer to your goal that you set yourself, maybe start of the year or even last year? Do you feel closer? Yes or no? If your answer is no, let me ask you another question. Have you changed anything in your daily routine? Because your daily routine becomes your week, becomes your month, becomes your year. So have you changed anything in your daily routine? Yes or no? How you do things, the places you hang out, have you changed anything about that? No? Okay, then it's not a surprise that you don't feel closer to your goal. Because if you haven't changed anything, how are you expecting a different outcome? It's not going to happen if you don't change anything about how you do things, how you show up, the people you surround yourself with, or the people you meet. Like if you always do the same things, nothing's gonna change. Are you expecting to just like suddenly something falls into your lap? No, it's not how it works. You have to change something. Even changing your mindset will change a lot of things, because if you change your mindset, you will change your actions, and your actions will bring you further to your goal. Depending on if you change your mindset towards your goal. If you change your mindset into a negative way, of course it won't bring you closer to your goal. But if you start changing your mindset, you will change your actions and you will change your reality. You have to understand that you are in charge of creating the reality you desire. If you haven't watched my free training yet, Create the Reality You Desire, I'm going to take it in the show notes. You can watch it for free. It's called 5 Things to Create the Reality You Desire. I think that's how I called it, or 5 Ways. Anyway, just take it in the show notes and you can watch it. But you are responsible to create your reality. You are the person that has to take actions. And if you are now in October 2023 and you are not closer to the goal that you set yourself in January 2023, it's really time to take action and to change something. So I invite you to do at least one thing this month, either differently, or do at least one thing this month you usually don't do. So for example, if you work from home, mix it up and work from a cafe or in a shared office place. Or another thing could be if you're study instead of the library, study somewhere else, maybe from a cafe. I don't know, it's just like little things, because you never know who you might meet in a cafe or bump into that you maybe know, like a person you've met before in the past, and you never know what amazing conversations you might have with someone at a new place. Another thing could be go to a different spot for lunch, or instead of grabbing your lunch at your favorite place, make your own lunch and go to the park and eat it there. Whatever it is, do something different. Or try a different class at your gym. You'll be surprised of how it will change, like how you will meet new people and have amazing conversations. Stop doing the same things if you want different outcomes. I know it's scary to do something new. It's out of our comfort zone, and our ego wants to keep us safe, and our ego would love us to do the same thing every day, day in, day out, because it's safe, it's what we know, but it won't bring us any further. So maybe grab your journal or your phone and write down some notes of what you want to do differently in October. Because if you do the same things this month and the next month and the month after, you will be in January 2024 and you'll be exactly where you were 2023. So here's what I'll do in October. I signed up for this, it's called, I think, Treehouse Meeting. I can't really remember it right now, but it's on a Friday morning and it's about journaling and all things, I think also manifesting. It's just, I saw it and I was like, this is so my vibe, and I'm gonna go there. I'm probably gonna meet new people. Maybe I meet someone I met before. Like, I don't know. I don't have any expectations. I just found it sounded cool, and I was like, it's right around the corner here. I'm gonna sign up for this, and I'm gonna go and meet new people, have new experience, do something different than I usually do. I also signed up in October. I feel like October is like my growth month. I also signed up for a marketing course for my business, Gel as social media. So I'm gonna do that every Thursday. I blocked some time to watch the course. It's an online course that I can watch anytime. So I decided to invest in myself and my knowledge. So I do that. So that could be something you could do. You could invest in your knowledge, in your either your profession, or in your even like mental health, or like self-development. You can sign up for a self-development course. You can watch my free training of the 5 things you can do today to change your reality that you desire. It's like an hour, so invest time in yourself. Do things you usually wouldn't do. Really, I also really enjoy going live on my Instagram, and I did it a few times in September, and that's actually what I want to do more of in October too, or want to keep on doing. It's again something different. I haven't done it in such a long time. I think the last live video that I did was probably 2 years ago, and I just love connecting with you and sharing things and sharing experiences and thoughts, and that's something I want to do more of in October. Another thing that I want to do more of in October, these are quite a few things. You don't have to do that many things. If you focus on one thing, that's totally fine. But one thing that I want to do more of in October is to ride my bike. When my parents came and visited us last year in January, so December last year and this year, January, we bought new bikes, and yeah, I want to use them more. So that's something I want to do more of. Like, instead of taking my car to the cafe and work from there, take my bike and work from there. With the weather getting nicer and sunnier and less windy, hopefully, I will definitely do that, because the wind, honestly, it's so bad for my hay fever. So if you're listening to this episode while you have the time to take some notes, and don't worry if not, I often listen to a podcast when I'm walking, so you probably can't take notes, but you can come back to this anytime. But what I would recommend is to think of your goal, or to think of something you want to achieve. And then look at your day, look at your week, and think about, okay, what can I change this month? What can I do to get closer to that goal? If your goal is to live more in alignment with yourself, you can add journaling to your routine, or you could add something that makes you feel your most authentic self. So if you say, my goal is to live my most authentic life and feel good about my life, then I want to add more of daily walks into my life. I don't know, just an example. If your goal is to lose weight, for example, you could add in October, I want to do more of going to the gym, or like go to the gym more often. That's the right way to say it. Just being aware of that. And I feel like writing it down makes such a difference. Even if you write it down in your notes, it's just you becoming a bit more aware of it, not just saying it or thinking it. Even like writing it down, it just does something with your mind when you write things down and read it again. And just take some time and think about, okay, what do I want to achieve? And what do I have to change to achieve it? Because if you keep on doing the same thing, I can't say this often enough, but if you keep on doing the same thing, how are you expecting different outcomes? If you haven't achieved your goal by now and you still keep on doing the same things and you're not changing anything, what do you think is going to happen? Nothing. So it is time to change your routine, change how your daily life looks like, and start moving closer to your goal. So yeah, let me know if you like this episode. You can find like a poll in the show notes and Spotify. So if this was helpful, you can vote for yes. And yeah, share what you're gonna change this month. share it with me. Send it to me on Instagram. I'd love to hear it and I'd love to connect with you. So yeah, hope you have an amazing day. Well, that does it for this episode. Thank you guys so much for listening and tuning in today. If you like this episode and don't want to miss any new ones, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Feel free to share it with your friends or on social media. It really means a lot to me. It will help me to create this podcast. You can find me on Instagram, Johanna_Liana. I'm always happy to connect, so flick me a message if you want. Enjoy the rest of your day, and always remember, it's a beautiful day to have a good day. It's a beautiful day to be alive.